All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, keep on sharing it far and wide. As you could see by the title, we're going to be discussing keys to victory: Jamaica versus Guatemala. I have around three of them. We're in which I'm going to identify the problems and then give my take. I know a lot of persons they say they know about the football, so I'm expecting some of them to come and give me their take. This is only going to run for maximum an hour because obviously I have some things to do. Later, if I do find the time, I will return. But as you know, it's Friday and it's the Give Back Friday series, so I have to try and see if I can drop a stream in between. All right, so anyways, last night I did a video talking about some problems that I've seen over Algrimson's spell. He himself alluded to the problem as well. So I know that he's trying to fix it. Him and John Wall trying to fix it because the data came out and showed us that in midfield is where we have less possession of the ball, period. I think we never needed any data to see that, but now I'm going through things and I'm seeing it now that in midfield we have less possession of the ball. Why is that? We have played three formations. We have played a 4-4-2 natural, 4-4-4-1-1, and a 4-2-4-2-3-1. But obviously formations are just starting formations and you have to talk about the systems. All right, so when it goes on the system part where we had majority of the problems, the gap between the center backs and the midfielders are a little bit too wide. So if the center backs to come and press in midfield, it's too much ground to make up, and then you have personnels like Mr. Damian Lowe or Mariappa does not have so much legs. I know you remember that game. It was the Jordan game when the second goal scored, and you guys said he never had the legs to recover. But what they tried to do, he tried to do a decoy run and then someone fit in for him. So he would have to stay in midfield just to make up that number. All right. So on the defensive tracking back, we get caught out, but also we don't have the legs because we put ourselves under so much pressure to get back in midfield. So where we could get that assistance from to make up the numbers in midfield, let me know, because I've been watching it and I am and you guys keep cursing out why such and such players play, and I said to you that certain players play for different functions because they can be patient and put out the work for the coach. I think I'm going to wait for people to give their take, but I think you have key players in this. He's gonna use a player for one function coming, all right, to get that body in midfield to try and protect the defensive line. Let me make sure to give the guys them their big up. We have DJ Nassim, massive respect. Then we have Tennessee, big up yourself, Tennessee. Thanks for being here. Kevin Jones, how you doing, man? Dark RSFC, big up. And then we have Star Time. That is Jay Taylor's line face. Yes, so that's Jay Taylor's face. All right, so let me maximize it now so we can talk as to what we're talking on. All right, because that is the keys to victory, you know, guys. The problem is, I'm gonna show you. Let me start with Guatemala first, so we can come back. We can end it with Jamaica because we have identified where their strengths are for we to know where to play. All right. Yes, because you have to identify that. What the hell is this? Why are they giving Idrissa Gay instead of Guatemala? All right, so these are the Guatemala games in the the group stage. All right, we're gonna pull it up right here just to show you how much possession they have in certain thirds of the pitch. All right, let me maximize it here, and then we can give you it full, so you can see where they try to want the ball, which is very much important. All right, so this is their system, as you could see, Guatemala right here and Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe is a similar playing team, like Jamaica, very much similar. Faith and Plumman play the same role. Ambrose play similar role. Maybe he's a little bit more technical than Mikel Antonio, but he plays similar role. Similar style team. Very much similar style team. To be honest, very much similar. All right. And they struggled on both wide channels. But what I've realized, even with their system, they still kept the ball better, because you have Castellanos, Saravia, and Galindo. Even though he's up with the three in midfield, his function is not to go deep and sit deep. His function is to always drop off and try and make the three. And when he does have, and he has range passing as well. So that is his function. So that's why we're talking about systems, not formation, but systems. So that's why they have possession of the ball majority of the times when a team try to not focus on possession of the ball, because they do make up the numbers with the three and try and spring attacks down the middle. So what that down the middle play, because they're forward, Ruben, he is good, he is strong. So what that does, people, it pushes back your two in the center back area, so that two that you want to make a body in midfield will be isolated, and then you only have the two defensive centrals that we have, Kevin Lambert and Latibodier, with three amongst them. All right. So if we can't get the counter attacks, we are pretty much in bigger problems. So that's when the metric comes together. That's what I am seeing still. All right, that's what I am seeing right there. So we would have fixed that now, and this is the reason why you will always see this man starts. You will always see Bobby Reid starts, because that is the function that Bobby Reid would be able to do. You don't have anybody else in the squad to do that. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna switch between both pages to show you why I said that's the reason why Bobby Reid starts, because a lot of people saying that Bobby Reid should not be playing. Everybody said Bobby Reid should not be playing, but this is the reason for Bobby Reid. All right, I'm gonna fill it out right now. All right, big up people as you come in. Make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. We are on one like so far, but just keep smashing the like button so we can get to let me see if we can tap 150 in 1 hour. That should be respectable enough, and should be something that can push our stream further. All right. But this is a problem that we do have, all right? And the coach says at this point, he has to give up something to get something. But I saw that he's trying to fix that problem. So at least he identifies that he had that problem, but he believes that the power that we have in our forward players can outweigh the problem. But I saw it too much. I saw it in the St. Kitts game, saw it in the second half of the Trinidad game, and I saw it for the entire game for United States, and I saw it in the entire game for Mexico. So that's I don't think he wants to go that way. All right, he wants to keep his similar formation. Our starting formation, similar system, but he has to make tweaks. Tweaks, to be honest. He has to make tweaks, and that's one of the tweaks that you're going to see. And I hope after this video, when the game playing, you guys go and watch it. And if you see the same thing, you come back and let me know that you saw it in the game. All right? Yes, so we talked about Guatemala so far. All right? So this is what you might just see in the game. I'm going to fill out the persons them. You might just see a system like this. Majority of the time. All right? All right, let me put it up right here. Oh, let me change this 6 to 8. So this is the functionality of the players them. So we'll have our fullbacks here. So even in attack, This is how we're going to press. Mikel Antonio right here, Leon Bailey, and then you have Demarai Gray here. So it's still a 3. They are just not committing fully with the 3 because they want to have a defensive presence. Not just 3, but 4 bodies in midfield because you don't have that player that will be sticking there. Bobby Reid will also make up the numbers. So Bobby Reid function is to literally don't go out of space, all right, and link up if it's possible. And that's why I think he's going to use that, because I don't think you have anybody else in the team that can give you that functionality right there. All right, I'm going to add in the players them so you can see it. And this is exactly how I think the squad will start. So you have Andre Blake, 100% in the team. Amari Bell, 100% in the team. Then you have surprising. I think both Deshaun Bernard and Damian Lowe will play. I don't think we're gonna have Mariapa at the start. So Damian Lowe, and then you have Latibody here. Dexter Lambakisa. Sorry, Dexter. So Dexter Lambakisa in midfield. Kevin Lambert. And Joel. And then you have right here Bobby Reid. Leon Bailey. I hope he changes it in the future, you know, guys. But we have to work with what's in the actual team at this point. So, guys, you're going to see it majority of the times like this in transition, in defensive transitions, and no, not Bob Reid. Let me put it right here. So this is how it's going to work. So this is how it's going to look, guys, in and out of transition. It's going to look similar. All right, you're going to have defenders because both of them can recover to get right in between because they want to stop that hole. All right, so this is how it's going to look majority of the time. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section as to what you saw in the game. All right, so this is how I think it's going to look, and the function will work. Over the first few matches, what they did is to make both of them a little bit higher than the level and expected the fullbacks to cover, and that's why the fullbacks, especially Brown, got caught out a lot of times because the recovery pace for Lembekisa is a bit better. That's why we got exploited. But now you're going to have Bobby Reid working in midfield rather than coming forward. All right, so it's going to be 3 in midfield. Maybe look a little bit what you would call it, not like a realistic formation or you would see on the clocks, but it's going. That's how you're going to see it on the field. He's not going to be committing so much bodies forward. All right, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. That's one of the first ways, and the keys to victory now, after explaining this formation thing, it is because you can stop the lanes and you can press higher up the pitch and squeeze them in majority of the time. So once you can get to squeeze them in, you have a big advantage right there. And I think with 3 in midfield, you can block the lanes, and most of your faster centre backs, them Damian Lowe and Deshaun Bernard, can recover even if it do seep through 3 players. But 3 and 3 numbers wise, I don't actually think Guatemala can match Jamaica numbers wise. Like, no, it's like player for player. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to push them away from getting numbers in midfield so they can crowd you out. But you're trying to get like the match in all of the areas. And I think this is one of the biggest keys to victory, because now you can get the wing plays, even though you're going to have limited action on both wings. No, on one wing. I think what's coming from Demarai is much more of a security than anything else. And Mikel Antonio and Leon Bailey brings that extra firepower inside, and you still have the range passing from Bobby Reed from a deeper area. I think that's how it's going to work. Let me make sure I can get the comments right here. We have a few people in the chat. Massive respect. Pastor, big up yourself. Tanzabin here. Prop of the Vasil. Demo, big up yourself. Jermaine Miller said, brother, I support you a lot, and I am one of your most loyal fans. But remember that the coach is trying to find the best team and playing style that works. Please let's give him time, not fussing. But what have I said, Jermaine Miller, that give you any other idea? We are talking about what people should expect, and my job, Jermaine Miller, is to try and explain things to people so they don't have to come off the wrong way. But Jermaine Miller, please just pull the video back and start from the start. Start from the intro. Start from the intro, Jermaine. All right. Wells, the coach thing, build back, JD. Jamaica athletics trial at steaming at. We have found 3 new sub 10 male 100 sprinter, and the final not run yet. Jamaica. What are you talking about? Am I missing something? Charles Brummer, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man, massive respect. DNA, how you doing, man? Big up yourself. And then we have Demarai. All right, Demarai comes with the keys to victory. Respect Demarai. That's what I like to see. My keys to victory are: 1, be stable defensively. All right, which I just solved. All right, and I think you're going to see it on the field, and then you guys are going to come back and give me the respect. All right, Bernard and Bobby, vital to that too. Quick on the cover and in transition. Left back and Gray are key. So you're saying Amari Bell and Gray. And finally, be clinical up front. That's 3 keys, 3 keys already from Demo. Massive respect. All right. Jairus, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Father Tennessee, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. For being full. All right. Massive respect. All right. Then we have Football Global, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Marlon Nelson, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Drew Ross, thanks for being here. Float Management, thanks for being here. He's talking about track and field. What about the track and field? Is it keeping now? Is it going on now? But it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So why would track and field be going on in Jamaica? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. So always, all right. Jermaine said, sir, I saw you on another channel and you were very critical of everything. I am only saying judge him later, but I literally said on the other channels that I'm going to judge him later. But the only thing I'm not really pleased with is how the middle is open. Jermaine, if you're watching football and actually know what's going on the field, the coach himself said he saw the problem, Jermaine. So why is it you want to come here and fight me as to what the coach even says he saw, and they're trying to figure a way to stop it. But at this point now, they're going to just use their almighty force forward players to try and negate that problem. That's what the coach pretty much says, He will take the gamble. So, Jermaine, why you come here fighting me when it's of actual facts? I can show you how much entries through the middle always happen. You get me? Yes, so Jermaine, what I'm talking about is just football. Just relax now, Jermaine, man. And every day you ever come here to try to be contentious against me. Because what I'm saying is factual thing. That's why we're trying to see the ways how it can possibly stop. Because if it stops, he does not have to change his actual system. He could just build on his system, just like Pep Guardiola, bring in Stones instead of Kyle Walker or Rico Lewis. He just starts with 3 centre backs. So when they do track back, they have the ability to tackle. Those are just, and that's what made Manchester City win all three titles. Just by the man just figure out, okay, you might lose pace, you might lose um the attacking threats out wide, but you weren't using it because the guys them left from left back, right back to come into defensive central. So why I don't just use a centre back to go into defensive central and he can make the transition to come back in defense into centre back, and that's what revolutionized Manchester City. So sometimes a man's system could be right, but he's just using the wrong personnel. You understand me? So that's why we are having a conversation, because it's a factual thing. And we are trying to make sure we can have bodies to bodies. No, that sounds a little bit wrong. But numbers in all three thirds. And that's what will solve the problem. And then Jamaica can exploit their, no, hear me, expresses their super forward players. That's what we really want, the forward players to just be great. But if they have so much defensive duties and majority of the time they can't retain the ball, it's going to make it look like the forward players not doing so much. You understand me? So we are trying to maximize that ability to do more, and then you can get more to Leon Bailey, more to Antonio, more to Demarai Gray. You understand me? So, Jermaine, when I come here, Jermaine, I'm coming from stats, which I know the coaches them have as well. But I'm just trying to make me and you be more satisfied with what the coach doing. So I'm actually trying to pick up for the coach. So Jermaine, you see, wait, you think that I am fighting against the coach. I am trying to pick up for the coach so the fans can actually accept what's going on the field. You understand me? Yes. So let me move on. All right. Young Kings, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Dean Mackenzie, big up yourself. Brown Man Security said yesterday him talking about. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I've done so much videos. I did video on 11 Yanks. I did video on Tactical. I did video on the Imaxit, and then I do video over here. Ambitious Osler says, JD, me dunce, but me support you with confidence. No, what ambitious Osler, you don't need to be dunce, my brother. All right, Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Jura said, from the games I've seen, Guatemala comes down a lot on the left. So Dexter and Bobby has to be on point. Keys to victory. Well, that's what I have actually started with Juras. But not for that reason as well, but it could have covered that reason as well. You understand me? Real Baller said, good morning, Concacaf King. Well, let me take away my crown, All right. Gaza Ear says, why would you start underperforming Reed in a quarterfinals, JD, for him not pass the ball to a player with a clear-cut chance of scoring? Gaza Ear. Because we pull back the video and we talk about everything in the system of the coach. None of the other guys in the team can actually play a right midfield position. It comes as a shock to you, But none of them, Kaim Paris, Whisper, Corey Burke, Shamar Nicholson, they cannot play it. Because they are naturally forward players. And you have to have the balance between defense and attack. All right? And he's much more of a player that's comfortable playing it. He plays it a lot. You get me? And he will stay and be disciplined. He's gonna stay and be disciplined. Gaza Hero. We played 4 games. 4 games we played, and not one person can play the right midfielder. Whisper got the right midfielder a position a few times. He never stayed. You guys complained out. Oh, Kaim Paris and Whisper just look like they are playing 4-2-4 system. That's what you guys said to me, So you clearly prove that it don't work for Whisper, it don't work for Karim Paris in that position. But they are still able to make a next position. Alright? Then you put Corey Burke and Shamar Nicholson there. Corey Burke, it's too deep. You guys says he doesn't cover the lanes then properly. And when he goes forward, he doesn't offer the crosses that you want. You understand me? But he's truly a striker. So you're going to take away his best skill set right there. Demarai Gray, he plays left midfielder as well. He plays left and right midfielders as well for his clubs before. You get me? That's why he looks more comfortable doing it. But they still put him in a higher position than the actual Bobby Reed position because he has more offensive threats than Bobby Reed Gaza era. So I hope I've explained that good enough for you. All right? Brother, why is it a fight? Just talk. No, Jermaine, you are fighting me, but it's not a fight. Like I understand where you're coming from, Big Boss. What's with all this Bobby Reed eat? I don't know. I don't think they are watching what's going on the field. So Gaza era, what I will put to you, please give me something. Give me something. Tell me which one of the other players can play the same position that we have here. I promise you, the coach will tell you that they can't play it. The coach will tell you that they can't play it, and then when they go there and fail, you are going to be the same individuals out here fighting against the guys them. So let me just be respectful. All right. Bobby Reed has no goals contribution in this tournament, yet he has more game time than Whisper. Okay, so it is a Whisper conversation. You are trying to bring. Okay, I'm very sorry. Wow. So Whisper can't play there, brother. Whisper can't play there. Schoolboy football, you saw that he doesn't track back, and that is one of his weakest point of his game. He offer no defensive covers. That's one of the weakest part of his game. No, moderators, please don't time out the guy. Let the guy speak freely. I don't do that, all right? And it's not me timing out anyone. Don't time him out. Let him speak. All right. So I'm just telling you things that are actual facts. All right, so Whisper can't be the person to replace him. It's almost impossible because that's not the job of the player. The player is a wing forward that plays way up the pitch. And at this stage of his development, he's more of a wing forward that only gives you attacking abilities. He doesn't have any defensive covers ability, period. All right, it's going to come after he goes to Chelsea and learn the ways, because that's what top level team does. But he doesn't have it at this point, Gaza era. So hope you actually understand and don't bash the coach if you see Bobby Reed in the team again, because Bobby Reed doing something that nobody else can do. You understand me? And that is fair. A man deserves to make the team based off that. We all want to see Whisper play and shines. We all want to see Shamar Nichols plays and shines. But you have to fit a team, because if the coach loses, you are going to be the same one that Gaza era coming here. Yo, coach, you get fired. Oh, him for lose to Guatemala. You understand me? So the man will try his best to win the game. And not just win the game, but learn something along the way. Because right after this, we have Nations League. Remember that. We have Nations League right after these people. All right? Big up yourself, Gary Powell. Massive respect. JD, next time you go on one of the US podcasts, stop pushback on these guys. Stop pushback on these guys with this C squad bull. I live and work with these cats. I know the way they think. Okay. All right. I never knew that I did that. I will rewatch the video. Guys, we're able to use Low, Pinnock, Bernard in a 3-4-3. This will help us to have more people in attack. Lembekisa and Bell can play as wing backs. Any one of the three can step into midfield. All right, JD, never said that you are wrong at all. I agree with you. I saw the hole in the center, but remember, he's building a team, not fussing. But I am not complaining about it. Jermaine, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just telling you, I saw that he's making fix to it, and one of the fix that he's making is actually the players that everybody don't want. You understand me? And that's what we're trying to work out here. And no problem, big boss. People, please do smash the like button. Get us to 150 at least. We have 1 hour, so we have 30 more minutes to go. Let me try and get as much more comments. JD, people don't know that right midfield and right winger are two different positions. It's hell of a two different position. It's way two more different position. Gaza, your cousin said, JD, why would you put a player in a player in a attacking position to do a defensive role? Right midfielder is not an attacking position. Gaza here, right midfielder is not an attacking position. It's a balanced position. It's nowadays we start even get more out of the right and left midfielders them. Giggs over the left midfielder was very good, but he was very good defensive as well. People don't talk about the defensive cover that he puts in, all right? Yeah, man. I heard Mr. Speed said last night that if Bobby don't start, we will struggle down the side. Okay, wow. So look how long I'm telling you that you never have listened to Mr. Speed, but because he's a coach now, people will listen to him. I never told you that long. How long? The whole week I'm not telling you that. Wow. All right, so you guys acting like we are facing Mexico or US. Shake my head. This should be a big win for us, JD. So that's what we are trying to do to make it a big win with limited errors. Bro, we play St. Kitts. St. Kitts has had more than 5 entries, 5 clear entries that could have turned out to be problematic to Jamaica. That's St. Kitts. Gaza hero. So we want to cut out those things so we don't have to do it in the Mexico game. The Gaza hero. That's how football goes. Coaches don't like big chances created against them. That because big chances against a team, it comes down to the player, like Sonara from United States being a failure and don't score the goals them, or your keeper to be a world class, or else you lose the game. You cannot go into games like that, Gaza era, and that's what we're trying to avoid, to be honest. All right, we can't have a strongest team at this point without Bobby Reid. He has too many uses and he's a workhorse. Up JD, one time me did get timeout to. No, man, I don't time out nobody, man. If I am blocking people, you will hear me say I'm blocking it. Start time. Whisper should come off the bench. He don't need too much pressure. Okay, start time. All right, JD. That's what they come with. How can you even talking about Bobby and Whisper? Well, that's how they see the game, and you have to understand that Jamaica is a very expressive culture. A very expressive culture. So obviously, if you see a forward player that's just running forward, they don't know nothing else what he should be doing on the field. So you're gonna say, okay, yes, let me keep that one on the field. You understand me? Because he looks more exciting, and that's what we like as a culture, excitement, you know. So it will make more sense. But you don't realize that maybe it's Bobby Reid keeping the whole 2/3 together, so the actual final third can express themselves. You understand me? So that is the problem. So I have to just explain to them. So when I explain to them and he doesn't want to hear, when the coach does the same thing, then I know that he just want to play on the field. I am not going to judge him. I'm going to make his action judge himself. You understand me? Gaza, your cousin said, JD, we need to start kill this game from the first half. Well, that's the problem, Gaza Hero. If we put 5 attackers on the field, we can't kill it off at the first. Guys, if you put 5 attackers on the field, you're not winning the game, you know. You might get all 5 from Guatemala. You know. If you put 5 attackers, if you put Korberg, Shaman Nichols, Leon Bill, Demarai Gray, Whisper on the field, I promise you get 5 from Guatemala. And you're wondering, what am I talking about? If you put 5 attackers on the field and say, yeah man, 5 attackers, we're going to play football. You don't see PSG can't win games. And they were playing 4-2-4 when they have some of the best midfielders in the world. One of the general that keeps the football the best and in world football. And you have a defensive midfielder cover. And they have Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, and one more person up there. So I have Verratti, and then you have the defensive central cover there, right in midfield, and then they try to work. They lose all games that they should not be losing. You understand me? Yes. So people attacking players on field don't win game, people, and this is not FIFA. And even FIFA ain't winning that. Because once they get it past those five attacking players, then it's numbers. It's numbers. All right? Yes. And they are going to score more than you can score. Because you're not going to be in control. You have to start creating for your team as an attacker. And attackers like to receive the ball to get one-on-one openings in channels. Because that's what they're good at. Wingers like that. Now the wingers have to be creative players. And then it kills the flow of the game. You understand me? And then your team sits deeper down in the 2/3. And you're going to lose the game. You're going to get battered. All right? So Gaza Hero, I think you're... Jeremy said, JD also said that Bobby is the only player in the Jamaican squad that can play about 6 position. But Jeremy, these are things that we talk about here, you know. So it's surprised that Mr. Speed have to come and tell them that, you know, and that's exactly what the coach saying. All right, that's exactly what the coach saying. So when the coach does his thing, people, if you don't understand what he's doing on the field, please just consult someone that understands before we bash the coach. All right, because sometimes he's trying his best to fit in what he has. He has only 22 players, 3 of those players goalkeepers. So that brings it down to 19 players. You understand me? And then he has to have defensive covers, midfield covers, and then attacking threats. So imagine having 19 players and you need 10 out of that. So you go down to 8 more play. No, you go down to 9 more players. 9 more players, and you have to make 5 subs out of that. And to make sure you strengthen, so you get it right with the first 10, and then make sure you strengthen out of the next 9 players. People, football ain't easy. I'm telling you, football ain't easy. So these mans get a lot of big money because of that reason. All right? Because of that reason. All right? JD, do you agree that Whisper needs more game time then? Yes, but he needs more game time. In order for him to reach where he wants to reach, he needs more game time. But the problem is, you know, people, they don't understand. Whisper is a wing forward. So you have wing forward, winger. One cuts in and one cuts out. All right, majority their functions are a little bit different. Leon Bailey works both ways, cuts in and cuts out as well. He needs to cut out a little bit more as a natural out and out winger. All right, so you have wing forwards. You don't realize, people, we are not using no wing forwards. So I think the coach did Whisper a favor to even bring him here, because he's not using those type of players. He could have picked Jamalo, because Jamalo play left midfield, one of the positions that we're short in. But he brought Whisper. You understand me? So him being there, people, I think is already good enough. But the coach the coach pick Paris and Whisper. And none of those players playing in the position that he's using. Demarai Gray can play as left midfielder. Leon Bailey can play as a central forward because he plays there for his club. So he kind of deviate from the 4-4-2 naturally with Shamar Nichols and Mikel Antonio and put Leon Bailey there. It's because Leon Bailey can't play the other positions. That's why. So we just have a bunch of players that can't really play the stage of the football now in certain positions. So people will be on the bench. I'm very sorry, but people will be on the bench. You're going to always see a lot of attackers on the bench, and it's not the coach's fault. The coaches want to bring them so he could call on them at certain point. You understand me? And they have to just remain humble, remain professional, and go out there and do the job for their country once they do get called on. You understand me? And that's how it has to go. You get me? No, everybody can't be on the field, or else you're going to get dumped out at the next round if you want to put all the attackers on the field. JD, we can't use players that are not tracking back. Look at the Qatar goal. But that's what I've said. The game is there. The game is there on my channel. You can look at the Qatar goals and you can look at the Jordan goals. All right. What program was Speed on last night? I don't know. I don't know. Someone have to tell me. Artulov said, JD, I have to give you your flowers, bro. You always spot on, but them always fight me. You know. Speed will say anything to undermine the fact that Whisper will start. Change the formation to fix your top players. But Gaza Hero, no disrespect, but Whisper is not one of the top players in the team, my brother. We have to be honest. Whisper is a young talent. You understand me, Gaza Hero? And the other top players they want to win. The last time I've heard from Demarai Gray, Leon Bailey, and Mikel Antonio, they said they came here to win. They came here to win the Gold Cup, so they want anything the coach believe that is the best probability for we to get the outcome. They are willing to work with it because they want to win a trophy. So at least Jamaica can look at them different, Gaza Euro. So you're not listening to the coach and the players them. The players them have a different behavior than you, Gaza Hero. All right? Yes. You never hear a man, never hear the man them talk about the Jamaica national team. Every day them come and talk about one player. Yes, but we're still giving them the facts, so at least they can figure it out. Don't listen to nothing from the federation or Mr. Speed. But Mr. Speed is right. Mr. Speed is actually right because we said it long time before Mr. Speed came and say the same thing. I am not a hater of Bobby Reid. I just expect better from him. He played well at Fulham, but he has a function at Fulham that's carved out for him. But remember, the national team, you can't just buy a piece to fit Bobby Reid's best ability. You can't. You have to take the players then that you have, the best suited one, and then chuck them in a system. So it's different in the national team. All right. The coach said he have players can play different positions, so he don't have make changes. He will just switch up the team. Salah is a good wing forward, yes, but we don't have Salah right now. Young King said, Jamaica 4, Guatemala 0. JD, what are your ideas on the game strategy at that you believe will give JA the chance? We just work it out, and I think that's how it's gonna go. But the thing is, Triple E, people start to fight. Once they see Bobby Reid on the page, they just lost everything. They just lost every single thing on planet Earth. They stop reasoning sensible. At least one person. Brian Jane said it took a white man to inform Jamaicans that selecting the best high quality players results in wins. Brownman Security says if Whisper go to Chelsea and him sit on the bench, then not going to cost the coach. No man, they're gonna cost the coach, man. What are you talking about, Brownman Security? JD, so why not play a system to suit them? Because I don't think we have the defensive cover and the solidity, which is the chemistry, as yet. All right, we don't have what the formation that you're going to want to fix that problem. Let me go to the formation then. This is not what I'm telling people to do. I'm just telling you the formation that Jamaica wants. This is the formation what Jamaica wants. At this point. So you have Lambert deeper and Latibody right here, and then we take off this man to put on a midfield. So the midfield would be let me change the 15 to Daniel Johnson. Where's the 15? Daniel Johnson. So that is the 15, guys. This is what they would have wanted, and then now you would have 3, but you still wouldn't have Whisper as the starter. You would have all these players as the favorite position. But we are not ready for this according to the coach. All right, so it's not by me, it's by the coach. We are not ready for this as yet. Everybody would like to see something like this, and then Mikel Antonio will have a better game. Everyone will have their isolated positions, and everything will look world class on paper. But wait until the defensive cover. So now you're gonna have isolation. Amari Bell with one-on-one, Lambakisa with one-on-one, and then you have Deshaun Bernard new, Latibodier new, and then you have Kevin Lambert by himself. And then the forward line without the ball because we're gonna struggle in midfield just the same. So you see it now, guys? So I don't think it works so easily. You get me? you need people to come back. So that means the difference in the first system, you have four around there rather than three, and you still have the centre backs them can come in midfield to make up, and then the right or left backs them come in on the umbrella, which is the opposite side to where the person attacking from. All right, yeah, but it's not going to be easy, people. It's not going to be easy. Informed, convinced. Okay, bless up Dujuan Thomas. Massive respect. If Whisper can make Chelsea bench, then I will be happy. Okay, so you're satisfied with Whisper to make Chelsea bench, but not on the bench of Jamaica. Jesus Lord, help me. Help me. So the man Gaza here said he's okay with Whisper on Chelsea bench. But he's not okay with Whisper on Jamaica bench. Wow. JD a sample. They say we don't have but we don't have we don't have Salah, people. So hold on there. Alright, tell me who I know feel as good as Salah. Please. Please, you know, help me, Lord. Help me. Help me. Who on Jamaica team good as Salah? No, people, we need to stop disrespect some footballers, you know, man. Salah is very good, brother. The man is very good. We don't have nobody close to Salah. No, not one. All right, not one. Dribbling ability, I would definitely say that Demarai Gray close control dribbling ability. It seems like it's underrated. So I think that's the only person I could put up against Salah with his dribbling ability. And I still think that Salah a little bit shorter than him. So his close control, low center of gravity helps him a little bit better than Demarai Gray. And his speed dribbling from Demarai Gray is a little bit better. But I just think Demarai Gray's trickery a little bit over him as well. So Demarai Gray does have things that you can say is a very good dribbler, but I think the overall package for Salah is better than Demarai Gray in terms of dribbling. Scoring, nobody can match him as a wing forward. Not one person in football can match this man as a wing forward, brother. Maybe only Vinicius I saw scoring goals like him. Mahrez to some extent score goals like him. Raheem Sterling at one point score goals like him. But the man consistency is not matched. Not matched at one bit. Alright? Yes. 86 likes. Yeah, man. People do better than that, man. Spinity. Massive respect. People, smash the like button, man. Let me give you go 200. We have around 20 more minutes. 200 is even okay, people. We are give you the facts, you know, and you're going to see it on the field. So why are you guys still fighting against me? You get me? We support the thing, man. So, guys, tell me if this can work. All right? Tell me if this can work. All right? Charles Brown said Whisper is getting the amount of playing time necessary. All right, with this squad as well as the importance we can feature him in the future friendlies with the first team to see how he performs. He played games before and played long time. So I don't know why people rushing it. Take your time. You get me? Every time the coach brings him on, you see the reason why he brought him on. We are leading 3-0. 3-1, I think. We're leading 3-1. It's extra time. It's going into deeper time, and then you just need a person to just drive forward, and you can give him the opportunity. He gave him the opportunity against St. Kitts. We're leading again, and he gave him the opportunity. So you clearly see the function of the player at this stage. He could be better in the future for Jamaica as well. So just give it time, people, man. JD, great, not even close. No, I was only talking about dribbling. You have a different level of dribbling. And I think Demarai Gray, trickery overall is better than Salah. Like, his one-on-one trickery. So his skills and flicks, believe me, he is very skilled. All right, and I think he's better than Salah in that department. The one-on-one isolation trickery, which is gonna flick it over your head, put it to your foot, and those stuff. He's in more control because he's bigger, and I just believe that he's better at that one. But the keeping it close like the Messi type dribbling fast speed, I think Salah got that all day. Finishing, Salah got that all day. But Gray would be the closest thing to him based on one of the functions that Gray does well. You understand me? I love my Jamaica side, but we no have no one match Salah. No, I know we don't have no one. I'm just trying to go down into some details and says the only person on the field and the only person on the field have one stats that you can put over Salah is Demarai and is one level of dribbling, nothing else. And that is embarrassing. So we don't talk about Salah here and don't disrespect the man, alright? Gray has nothing over Salah. Stop No, I just go for one thing. One tiny thing. Brain says Salah goal leading year in the EPL was one of the greatest seasons for any football player ever. All right, people. I never said Gray is nowhere near Salah. I talked about one attribute and I talked about one thing inside that attribute. People, I am not delusional. I am saying what you're saying. It's just people in the chat. Sad to say, Whisper will not get no more game for the rest of the Gold Cup. Dr. Hero, okay. Shamar said Whisper shot power is the best in the Jamaica team. Who else agree? Nobody else agree. Nobody else, Shamar. You just never see the other guys them shoot. Whisper is a young player. He plays he plays with freedom. If Mikel Antonio should kick the ball, Shamar, Mikel Antonio scored the greatest goal ever scored for Jamaica. And it was not a tap-in. It was something that the keeper can't see from 35 yards out, Shamar. You need to start put some respect on Mikel Antonio's name. It's like you forgot. You forgot too fast. But obviously, low percentage shots, people don't take it in the real world football. Alright? It don't happen. It don't happen. Only Luis Chavez from Mexico alone seems to just take long range shots. And then maybe you can look at dead ball specialists over the years that would take the Payets them of the world. My boy from Southampton will take long shots as well. But you don't have it so much because everyone have the footballing metrics nowadays. You get me? Yes. Laugh out loud. Some them mania none know nothing about football. Tell you every day, JD. Just pure ignorance, not knowing and the difference from left winger and right winger from left and right midfielder. Alright. Demo JD is a City fan. Liverpool 8. Oh my god. People, I don't know. I started my analysis with proper sensible things, and you have some madman come in the chat and just spoil my conversation to what they want. Let me put on the players them back on the field, Bobby Reed on the damn field, as to what will happen. What exactly will happen? Alright? Yes, this is exactly what will happen. Alright? Yes. So I'm not gonna listen to none of these other guys. Brian Burke, you're not mashing up the channel because I have it under control. Gaza here said, you think Whisper can learn on the bench? Yes. In training, he's learning a lot. You get me? He's learning a lot. Of course he can learn. I promise you guys that here, when Whisper do an interview, he's going to tell you that he learned the most things he ever learned is actually in this tournament. Even if he doesn't play a next game, I promise you, he's going to tell you that he learns the most things in this camp. I am not asking you. You have people there that are the best players, are close to the best players, are one of the important players in world level teams. Alright, yes. His shot power can't more than Girlz, don't follow them. Salah only trick is to kick the ball and run. So that's why I said Demarai can take you on one and he has more trickery. He's very slippery. He will embarrass you. I don't think Salah has that. Alright, yes, that's the only little thing I'm just trying to show people how hard it is to give a Jamaican even an opportunity to be as good as Mohamed Salah. Alright, yes. Gary Powell says whisper rule right now is what they call in the NBA a 20-20 baller. Put them on when you're up by 20 or down by 20. I think that is accurate at this point. All right. Yes. And that's not a disrespect, but it's as accurate. All right. JD, good afternoon. What are your thoughts on Burke? I think he does what he does. He gives the field spacing up front. He occupies two centre backs and he's an aerial threat as well, and he can link up to a certain extent. Yes, he will go wayward in the wide channels them from time to time, because we tend to just always have him playing wing players, wing positions. But no, I think he's doing the coach's job. So I think we need to put some respect on his name as well. All right, yes. So I think he's doing okay. All right, JD, them can't all reason. Yes, man. Believe me, they just care about their local band heroes. You know, they don't care about Jamaica. That's one thing I've learned. They don't care about Jamaica. So it doesn't matter which metric me and you give to them. They don't care. They want their players on the field. People do better than that, guys. Oh, we are not at 6,420 subscribers by now, when we are giving a straight hard facts. All right, and I hear people said, Mr. Speed, come and say the same thing as us. So it tells you, and the coach will say the same thing, but yet still, we do not want to give us any support. Antonio shot against USA compared to Whisper shot against CC is unmatched. Whisper shot was a bullet. Special credit to Antonio though. Gaza hero. All right, people, my lady is calling me because we have some things to do, and I told her that I only have an hour. So let me see. Hit the like button, guys, please, and then hit the subscription button. Let me see. We are on 109 likes, people. On a terrible man. I'm telling you, you guys, terrible bad mind. I'm not asking you. Bobby Reed is essential in the role he plays for Jamaica. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna fight. Lovell Letter said people are deluded into thinking Whisper can make Chelsea first team. Well, Lovell, I will not enter that, because we are talking about strategies to win the game or cancel thing, and Whisper was not in that strategy. JD are the best morning vlogger. Oh God, so what happened to Even? Oh my God, JD, stop this Salah. Embarrassed your Man City backline. Oh my God, I was saying, Demo, we are saying, oh, you know what, let me just leave it alone. Let me just leave it alone. Because once it come on to reasoning, and Liverpool Demo brain cell just gone. He heard what I've said, you know, but he just want to fight. People just get me to 150 likes, man, or else I'm not coming. You see, if I'm not at 200 likes, people, I'm not coming back later. I can tell you, man. I can tell you. All right, so people, JD just get bad up from his wife. No. She's just telling me it's time. Sports on the ball. Oh, you doing, man? Says up shined. Sports on the ball. My must buck in a real life, and make sure you tell me that in front of my face. Wally patom me I give you. All right, yeah, man. So people, take care. Please do smash the like button, and I am out. All right, I have to go to the kids dancing class, and if I'm not at 250, let me put it at 250 likes. If I'm not at that, not coming back later, because it's a disrespect to our intelligence, our education, to what we bring to this space. It's disrespect. If I was here just making a bag of nice and a war with you, only put more like on it. Don't play with me, people. I am angry. Bye bye.